You ever see a play so clean, so absurd, that it breaks your brain for a second? That was me during TI-10. Collapse. Magnus. Fountain. Skewer. Dead team. It wasn't just a good performance. It was a Dota cultural reset. Magnus went from a team utility to a damn main character. And the man behind that transformation? Magnus, better known as Collapse. At this point, we've all seen the memes. Collapse equals skewer taxi. Welcome to Collapse Airlines, direct flight to Fountain. But the real story? It runs way deeper than memes. Let's take a moment to rewind. Before the TI-10 madness, Magnus wasn't the flashy guy. He was your supportive, empowering, space-making offlaner. His job? Cast Empower on your carry. Maybe a reverse polarity, if you're lucky. Nobody expected Magnus to carry games. Nobody except Collapse. Team Spirit wasn't supposed to win TI-10. They were underdogs. A CS squad with young blood, no international reputation, and barely anyone betting on them. But sometimes that's exactly the kind of team that redefines the game. Collapse didn't play Magnus. He broke Magnus. Blink, skewer, Fountain. No hesitation. No wasted time. It looks so simple, but if you know Dota, you know the timing, awareness, and trust it takes to pull that off at that level. That's not instinct. That's mastery. One of the most iconic moments? Game 4 versus LGD. High stakes. High pressure. Collapse casually walks up, blinks into the fog. Skewers aim straight into the fountain like it's a pub game. You can feel the arena explode. Casters are screaming. Chat's going wild. And the funniest part? He's deadpan. Like, yeah, that's just what I do. What Collapse did was beyond mechanics. He forced the enemy to change how they thought. Positioning became paranoia. You couldn't group up. You couldn't split push. You couldn't BKB in peace. Because you knew Collapse was somewhere, waiting, blink, dagger primed. Let's talk numbers. Magnus pick rate before TI-10? Decent, but not game-breaking. After TI-10, his pick rate doubled in pubs. Pro teams started banning him first phase every draft. Even pubs saw an explosion of Magnus players. Everyone thought they could do what Collapse did. Spoiler alert, they couldn't. There's something poetic about how Collapse played. Skewer wasn't a repositioning tool anymore. It was a damn weapon. You'd think reverse polarity would be the big playmaker. But for Collapse, it was Skewer. That was the kill shot. Horn toss into Skewer into Fountain became meta. Valve even nerfed Horn toss after TI. That's how much he warped the meta. But this isn't just about Magnus. This is about how one player redefined what's possible. Collapse took a hero everyone thought they understood and reintroduced him. And the thing is, Collapse is humble. He doesn't trash talk. He doesn't overhype. He lets the gameplay speak, and man, it screamed. You know how some people say esports doesn't have legends? That we don't have Michael Jordans or Messis. Collapse's TI-10 Magnus is legendary. Not just because it was technically sound, but because it inspired. It reminded everyone why we love Dota, why we watch, why we play. TI-10 had many stories. Team Spirit's Cinderella run, Yatoro's morphing god mode, Mapashka's leadership. But Collapse? Collapse was the one who made us all afraid of Magnus again. Even now, years later, people see Magnus and say, "Oh God, is it a Collapse Magnus?" That's legacy. And if you've ever tried to play Magnus in your pubs and ended up feeding, don't worry. You're not Collapse. Nobody is. But damn, isn't it fun trying? If this video made you remember those TI-10 moments, if you ever screamed at a Collapse skewer like it was a movie scene, hit that like button. And if you want more videos breaking down the plays and players that change the game, consider subscribing. This isn't just Dota history. It's Collapse history. And Magnus? He's just along for the ride. Thanks for watching.